The word on the street was that the Playboy CEO, Matthew Cooper, had a new taste in women. He'd apparently fallen for a little drama queen. I was dispatched to his mountaintop villa to manage her daily life. The moment Vivian Shaw saw me, her face soured with displeasure. In the novels, a pretty housekeeper like this is always the boss's canary, managing his affairs by day and warming his bed by night. Is that what she is? Matthew was clearly caught off guard by her opening gambit. He shot me a quick glance. Then, he wrapped an arm around Vivian's shoulder, his voice laced with its usual languid drawl and a hint of playful amusement. Darling, what goes on in that head of yours? Miss Quinn earned her position through top-tier professional skill. With her here, my life is a world of a lot simpler. He paused, adding with a meaningful look, my canaries are never tasked with such troublesome work. Besides, I wouldn't dare keep Miss Quinn as one. Vivian let out a vague "oh," though her gaze on me grew even stranger, filled with a certainty that screamed, I see, you're the deep-cover, scheming female rival. She pouted, a mix of petulance and challenge in her tone. But that's how it's always written in the novels. The beautiful, capable housekeeper is never just a simple housekeeper. As she spoke, she sized me up with an expression that said, you can't fool me. My 7-figure salary afforded me a high degree of professionalism and tolerance for this famously fickle CEO. After all, the women on his arm rotated faster than my phone's operating system updates, with an average shelf life of 3 months. My professional code was simple: serve the boss, ignore the companion, and prioritize the boss's actual needs above all else. I resumed my standard smile and gave a slight bow. Indeed, Miss Shaw. I am simply Mr. Cooper's household manager. Please do not question my professionalism. My polite but firm response seemed to irk her, and a flicker of annoyance crossed her face. She lifted her chin and huffed. Who knows what your professionalism is used for? Matthew, look at her. Her attitude is so cold. Doesn't she welcome me here? Catching my eye, Matthew discreetly made a one sign with his finger behind Vivian's back. I understood instantly. $100,000 bonus this month. The flat line of my mouth curved back into a serene, accommodating smile. Matthew playfully tapped her nose and guided her toward the bedroom. All right, stop overthinking. Let me show you your room. If there's anything you don't like, just let Miss Quinn know. Vivian opened her mouth, but ultimately decided against continuing her performance. Once they disappeared from view, I turned away silently. The things you do for money. I had hoped this was just a minor hiccup, but Vivian's billionaire romance novel syndrome went into full effect the very next day. At breakfast, I was placing Matthew's customary Blue Mountain coffee and the financial paper at his preferred spot. Vivian, draped in a silk robe, glided over and frowned at the glass of perfectly warmed milk set out for her. Miss Quinn, she began, drawing out my name in a tone that brooked no argument. This milk is wrong. I want milk from a cow in Australia, milked at dawn this very morning, bathed in the first rays of the southern hemisphere's sun, and it must be warmed to precisely 37.5 degrees by the hands of an 82-year-old virgin. Not a degree more, not a degree less. I was speechless. Matthew, who was reading a report, didn't even look up. The cows in Australia are currently asleep, and I highly doubt an 82-year-old virgin has precise temperature control. Vivian, this milk is air freighted from Hokkaido, Japan. It's excellent quality. Drink it while it's warm. Thwarted, Vivian shot me a resentful glare, as if it were my personal failing that I couldn't procure such a fantastical beverage. Later that afternoon, while I was instructing the gardener on pruning the roses, she insisted on trying it herself. The moment she reached out, a thorn lightly pricked her index finger, drawing a bead of blood smaller than a pin